Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, misery bots of all ages, back again with another video. This time we are talking about Mortal Kombat 11. Of course, we're talking about Mortal Kombat 11 because around this time, 7 years ago, Mortal Kombat 11 was announced to the delight of millions of fans. Watching this particular trailer 7 years ago got so many people hyped. Till this day, this is one of the better gaming trailers. Not even just fighting game trailers. This is one of the better gaming trailers ever shown before. In terms of the visuals still hold up. It looks phenomenal. In terms of the brutality, the fighting choreography, everything about this trailer, the music was hitting. Everything about this trailer, the fatalities, the gore, the blood, everything is phenomenal. Still, even 7 years later, the trailer still holds up. It's a wonder why so many people was hyped once they seen this trailer. People were ecstatic for MK11, which helped skyrocket it to the best-selling NetherRealm game ever made, and just being one of the best fighting games ever made. To this day, there are still people playing this game. 6 years later, this trailer came out 7 years ago, but the game launched a little over 6 years ago, about 6.5 years ago now that the game launched. And to this day, it remains amongst the top 100 most played games on consoles like the Xbox Series consoles. And even to this day, it's still relatively relevant as so many streamers go back to play this game. You've had people like Losty Girl, Waz, even Ninja Killer go back and just appreciate how good this game is. And yes, this game is absolutely phenomenal. If you do not believe me, if you were to go to Steam right now, Mortal Kombat 11 with over 24,000 reviews is sitting at a very positive. That's Mortal Kombat 11. What about Mortal Kombat 11 Ultimate? Hold on, let me see something real quick. Let me see something real quick. Mortal Kombat Ultimate. Let's see where Mortal Kombat. This is probably rated even higher. Even higher. Oh, so in terms of Mortal Kombat 11 Ultimate on Metacritic, it's actually rated at an 88. It has an 88 Metacritic score, which is a very high Metacritic score. On PlayStation, Mortal Kombat is sitting at a 4.48 rating with over 98,000 ratings on PlayStation. If you go to Xbox, it's sitting at about 4 stars. Granted, for some reason it's only 7,000 people, but still, those 7,000 people that bought the game and played it, and these are from people that actually bought the game. Not like so much Metacritic where you could get like review bomb. That's probably why the user score is so low. But in terms of people that bought the game on PlayStation, like 98,000 people reviewed this game, loves it. On Xbox, the 7,000 people that played and bought this game loves it. 4 stars. 4 stars on Steam. Like I said, it's rated very positive for just the base Mortal Kombat game. In terms of the actual Mortal Kombat 11, though, I'm not really finding where that's at, unfortunately. But hey, the regular base game is rated very positive. So yes, here we go, very positive for the base game, and that's with 24,000 reviews. So basically, everywhere you look, the game is rated very positive, and these are from people that actually bought the game and are playing the game. You're gonna see way more reviews saying that this game is just awesome. Like this is this video is more of just a celebration of like Mortal Kombat 11. Like even if you were to look at videos, there are streamers, big streamers, Mortal Kombat streamers that are coming back to Mortal Kombat 11, even though you have games like Mortal Kombat 1 and Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection. They got these players that are these YouTubers and streamers and content creators that are coming back to Mortal Kombat 11 and are just having a great time with it. For example, Waz titled his video Mortal Kombat 11 in 2025, it's still goated. In his video, he calls it one of his favorite fighting games, or one of his favorite Mortal Kombat games. You have Ninja Killer, who was a beast in MKX, coming back to MK11 and stating MK11 proves timeless in 2025. And that's to 44,000 views. Waz got 60,000 views on that video. Like, people are coming back to Mortal Kombat 11 and they are just appreciating the fact that this was just a very well-made game with tons of content, amazing graphics, great audio, and just fun gameplay. Where people just coming back and having a good time. And the crazy thing about this is that the game is incomplete. The game was never finished by NetherRealm. To this day, it's crossplay. It's still in beta mode. And in fact, you can't crossplay with PC or Nintendo Switch. If you are on console, you're going to only crossplay with PlayStation and Xbox. If you're on PC, you're only playing with PC people. If you're on Nintendo Switch, you're only playing with Nintendo people. Because the crossplay was never taken out of beta. NetherRealm wasn't able to finish the game. And in fact, there are actually moves in this game that you cannot use in ranked. You cannot use in ranked. There are moves in this game that some people have never seen because it was never used on them in rank mode because they can't use it in rank mode. It's crazy. It's crazy that a game this good is not even complete. Imagine if NetherRealm was to go back to this game and actually put out an update that completes the game, where we get a Mortal Kombat 11 Definitive Edition, Mortal Kombat 11 Ultimate Definitive Edition, or Mortal Kombat 11 Ultimate Complete Edition, bro, where it's crossplay across the board, where you have access to all of the moves, whereas some of the crushing blows are balanced more better, or some of just the variation moves are balanced better. You have variation moves in this game that's a two-slot move that's absolutely basura, complete garbage moves, but there's two-slot moves. You never see those moves ever because there's no reason to ever use them because they're garbage moves. Meanwhile, you have some one slot moves that are amazing. Chef's Kiss. Now, I'm not saying NetherRealm needs to make those two slot moves. Nah, leave them at one slot move. But take some of those two slot moves and make them one slot moves because some of them joints is absolute garbage. And then you have some that's absolute necessary. For example, Raiden's Spark Port, his teleport. I believe that's like a two slot move. First of all, that shouldn't be a slot move at all. That should just be his regular move. But if it's gonna be a slotted move, at least make it a one slot move. But there's so much things to this game in terms of like balancing the fatal blow a little bit better. They should be adding some sort of like slow motion to the game. These are just like ideas that I'm spitballing, but it still doesn't take away from the fact that Mortal Kombat 11 is a phenomenal game. And with this particular trailer, this is the trailer that sparked one of the greatest Mortal Kombat games ever made, and just one of the best fighting games ever made. And like I said, a game that's still being played to this day by thousands of fans on both PlayStation and Xbox. On Xbox, it's like the 80th most played fighting game. Well, it's the 80th most played game, period. And is among one of the most top played fighting games on Xbox. Now on PlayStation, I haven't gotten the numbers for 2025, but in 2024, it was the 40th highest played game. Not just fighting game, but 40th highest played game. In terms of fighting game, it was actually the highest played fighting game on PlayStation in 2024. I can't imagine that the fall off was that crazy, but you have to take into account in 2024 the game hadn't gotten an update in like 3 years. It hadn't gotten an update in like 2 3 years and was still it was still the most played fighting game on PlayStation, even though the game was already out for 5 years. It was already out for 5 years and hadn't gotten an update for like three. So yeah, that's just a testament to the just the core of this game being so solid. And then with cinematics like this, bro, and like the music and everything being hype like this, man, if I was to show you the reactions to the trailer for this joint, Jesus Christ, the reactions were lit. MK11 trailer reactions. Oh my goodness. People were losing their minds to this trailer, bro. People were losing their minds. Let's see the crowd joint.
He's such a troll. Oh my god.
The crowd's going wild. The crowd's going wild. What I love about this trailer is that it's showing actual moves in the game. That's what I like about this trailer. It shows actual moves in the game. That's Raiden's fatal blow.
I gotta hear over here.
Standing ovation, baby. That's a standing ovation, but it ain't over. It ain't over.
When it's time to battle, they don't never ever show. When it's time to battle, I'm the first one at the door.
Oh, what? Shoot Scorpion? Oh!
Standing motherfucking ovation. Standing motherfucking ovation. You heard the crowd when this joint was announced, man. You heard the crowd when this joint was announced. This game was hype on announcement, bro. One of the most hype fighting games ever, bro. I don't think there's been an announcement to a fighting game that was more hype than the MK11 trailer. Facts, bro. Facts.
What? My birthday! It's always my birthday time. Who's that? Really?
Actually, sorry about that. I think they played the wrong video.
Dude, like there's not a trailer that's more hype than that, bro. There's not. It's not a fighting game trailer that's more hype than that. That was one of the best announcements to a fighting game ever made. And then they had Shao Kahn as the pre-order bonus. Man, granted he's trashing the game until now. Like I think Shao Kahn is actually not bad. Like by the end he's not bad. He could still be a bit better, but I mean that dude, like can I say any more? Can I say any more? This is one of the most hype games trailers ever made, and it just sparked just the start of what would be one of the best fighting games ever made. So I'm gonna end it there. I'm gonna stop glazing Mortal Kombat 11 for today, man, because the glaze is real. But it's been 7 years since the announcement of this particular game. It was announced at the Game Awards in 2018, and now we are at 2025, and the Game Awards actually are tonight. There's the Game Awards for 2025 tonight. So I just wanted to, just kind of glaze Mortal Kombat 11 a little bit, but yeah, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, man. Remember, your life is a fantasy.
To them young boys in the hood with big dreams of being superstars. Don't let nobody tell you that you can't, but you gotta work super hard. To the older man who feels fields. His life is over cause he wasted it standing on corners. One thing I learned about the streets, it's never too late for a come up. I was told before that I couldn't do it. I remember being told by my own peeps not to rap, and singing in my hood wasn't popular, but I got respect for it cause I was a beast. Facts. If you got a dream, you gotta stay committed, you can get it, but you gotta be a beast, you can't slack for a minute. Remember this, if you don't remember nothing else, you gotta be relentless.